move.
You see that car there? Uska bonnet kholo zara. When you have an accident, this is what kills you, right? And the reason it kills you is that this thing, when it gets hit by something, has massive energy going backwards. So the entire car is designed to hold this engine in place and to stop the engine from flying into you and killing you. Yeah. I mean, why is this? They're teaching you all these fancy things. They're not teaching the most basic thing. There is an explosion taking place inside this engine every time you start it.
Oh.
Right? So if you start it, start karo. This. Now this is sounding not very loud, but actually this is a 4-cylinder engine. There are 4 cylinders. There's explosions taking place in this. Bar like that. This needs to be 300 kilos to control the explosion. Okay? Now, how does this run?
The fuel.
Fuel tank.
Yeah.
So here, there is another thing in the back, which is also an explosive, right? Because if you don't protect, if you don't separate that from the guys in the car, and you have an impact, then they're going to either die with this or they're going to die with that. So the entire car is designed to make sure that these two things don't kill the passengers. Now, what happens when you have an electric motor? This centralized power suddenly becomes decentralized, right? Now you have one motor here, one motor there, one motor there, and one motor there. When you have an accident, what happens?
Nothing happens.
Nothing happens. So what you've done is you've decentralized the engine. And because you've decentralized the engine, you've completely reshaped the car. Right?
And you don't need metals.
The amount of metal that will be used will drop completely. The structure will completely change. If you've noticed an electric car, there's no protection in the middle. The battery itself becomes the protection. What is actually happening is decentralization of power, right? That's exactly what a robot is. A robot is this divided into thousands. One motor here, 5 motors here, 5 motors here. And what is going to be the structure around what that is going to take place? It's going to be the battery, it's going to be the motor. And later when you have autonomous cars and autonomous drones and autonomous everything, what else do you need? You use your eyes to guide the car.
Yeah.
Now the car is going to develop eyes, which is autonomous driving. So what is happening is they're taking away control from you and giving control to this. So these are the technologies that now are going to become critical. That's what my speech was about.
Yeah.
So then the question is, okay, where does India fit into all this? That now we are going to move differently, right? So the politics is going to become that, right? So when you're imagining politics, you're saying, okay, so what would it look like if power was suddenly decentralized? What would policy look like? What would violence look like? What would war look like? Everything going to change.